Hey guys, it's Polar. Today we have a new mod pack that just released 2 days ago at the time of this recording. I present to you Seopolis Submerged. I have yet to play any of the Seopolis packs before, so this playthrough will be completely new to me. Now do as you do, and let's play this. Alright guys, let's get into it. Let's go ahead and start a single player world. Alright, we have this new fancy world generation tab. I love these. The old one was kind of gross, not gonna lie. Alright, play through. This is where we're gonna name it, of course. We're gonna leave cheats off. Difficulty, normal, survival game mode. We got skyblock. We don't need a seed. Generate structures, bonus chests. Everything looks fine. I'm going to go ahead and create the world, and I'll be back when it's ready. And we have just landed in the world, and check it out. We have a nice little blue underwater, I guess, lantern style thing. I'm not exactly sure what you would call this. Anyways, as the name entails, we are submerged underwater, and we got to figure out what to do next. Look at that Roomopolis. Check that out. I'm pretty sure that's another mod pack, or it was used in another mod pack at least. Let's go ahead and check out the quest, see what we're dealing with. Alright, welcome to Submerged. Thank you for downloading, and welcome to Seopolis Submerged. Get a nice B-buck there. Check that out. Quests. Follow the quest that will guide you. Some quest lines may unlock as you progress through quests. That's pretty normal. Question mark. Oh, I don't know what the quest could be. Okay. It gives nothing. That's interesting. Alright, C-Bucks. Excuse me, Ben, but this is C-Bucks and this is B-Bucks. I am going to write a complaint on this. I'm kidding. These can be used to purchase items from the catalog. That's pretty normal for Ben packs. The world. The world is full of different ocean biomes. That's sick. I love that. Alright. So, damaging waters. That sounds crazy. The water will hurt you unless you have a diving suit. Sounds alright. And toxic air. The air above the water is toxic unless you have the toxic air necklace. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. But that sounds pretty normal. I mean, we are submerged underwater for a reason, right? Alright, let's go ahead and go with the next. Okay, I'm assuming we're starting in the cold ocean. Logs. Punch tree to get wood. Alright. And, ooh, check that out. Oh, we are going to need to change the whistle. Alright guys, so it took me a second to find it in settings, but if you do the quotes, then the... I'm not sure what that's called, but it's the tilde button, or the tilde key, just not shift. You can find call for luggage. You could have also searched up call for luggage. I wasn't sure the name of it, but you can go ahead and go here and just take that out, because we don't really need that now. If you ended up using luggage, you can set that. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and punch tree just like the quest said. And looks like we got no saplings. Alright guys, we're back. We went ahead and reloaded the world because we didn't get to sapling, but I got us 2 saplings this time, so hopefully we don't run out. I also got an apple, which is pretty sick. Let's go ahead and go through these quests. And we get the mystical fertilizer and... ooh. Choice. Interesting. I wonder if it really matters. Alright, after doing a little bit of research, it looks like we don't actually have any particular reason to get any certain colors. So I want to go ahead and pick black, just because of building reasons. Alright, we're back. I went ahead and grew 2 trees with the fertilizer and got some wood. So we're going to go ahead and continue in our quest line. We have planks. Alright, and I'm going to just keep it blank to go with the trees so that we don't have to deal with any issues later on. Alright, we're going to need a crafting table. I'm not sure what the difference is between these. Okay, I see. and then a crafting station, a crook, a chest, and we're going to go ahead and complete all these right now here in the inventory. One, and 2, and 3. All right, and we have a cool crafting station right here. We can also get the crook, and then last but definitely not least, get the light blue chest. Check that out. Already getting somewhere, and I see a shark in the distance, or at least I did. That's crazy. I can't wait to get into that. Let's get some more B-Bucks. And I saw that this one gave something different. I'm not sure what's up with this, but I think Daffy Duck sounds pretty neat. So we're going to go ahead and get that. And the last B-Buck, of course. Oh, and check that out. We got a black duck. That is... Oh, that is Daffy Duck. That's cool. All right, and we are going to go ahead and grab these sticks. I'm going to make 2 wooden meshes and a wooden catcher. And then I believe I have enough. I'm not sure. I might need to get some more for this. I do need to get some more. So I'm going to go ahead and farm up a few more trees. All right, and now we are going to go ahead and craft this. I just need to make, I believe, 1 more mesh for now in order to get this strainer actually situated. Let's go ahead and claim our B-Bucks once again. And, oh, it gives us a water tank. Check that out. Driftwood, a stronger wood obtained through a strainer. Okay. So I believe this is going to go on top of the strainer. I have yet to do this, so we will see. And so far, looking good. Maybe. So it turns out that you can actually find it in this recipe right here. I actually need the wooden catcher in there as well, and it's gonna go ahead and get us some driftwood. All right, guys, I went ahead and AFK'd for a little bit until I got 12 driftwood. You'll see why in a second. I'm actually gonna wait for the 14 because I believe that's all we need for quite a few quest lines, and of course, I mean, it's gonna keep running while we are crafting. I also gathered a chest and 2 sticks for these recipes specifically. So we got driftwood. We're gonna be making bucket, shears, hopper, and cutting board all right here. So the cutting board is gonna be 2 sticks and 4 driftwood. The bucket is gonna be 3. The shears are going to be 2, and then the hopper is going to be just like a normal hopper with iron, but with the driftwood instead. It looks like it was just the right amount. I actually might have miscalculated that, but that is okay. I was doing it really quickly. So wooden knife is 1 stick. So if we go ahead and grab us a stick, we have enough driftwood already to make us the wooden knife. Check that out. All the driftwood stuff already. We are cruising. So let's go ahead and claim all these B-Books. I guess I could just hit the fast thing right here. Oh, but they actually go ahead and give us a bunch of stuff. So you get the B-Bucks wallet for the driftwood, a wooden water bucket for the wooden bucket quest, and an extra pair of shears here. Okay, that's cool. So let's go ahead and get our B-Bucks and our mystical fertilizer. Do this and hold tilde and grab some decent leaves. Alright, let's place that. Oh, we don't have something on us. Place that back. I'm gonna keep the mystical fertilizer. I'm not sure if I may possibly need it in the future or have a reason to use it. Alright, and to use the B-Bucks wallet, put it in your offhand. Hold the B-Bucks in your right and shift right click. Actually, it might be... It might just be... Yeah, it's shift right click and then right click to take it out. Alright, let's go ahead and put that back in the chest. And now that we have these, pretty sure we can take this out now. We still have some driftwood and put these in here and it will make that. I don't know if we can take water out of there if we end up needing infinite, which I don't think we will because, well, we're submerged in water. So I don't think water is that big of an issue. That's probably why they just handed it to us. B-Bucks. All right, working on the worm now. Check this out. Strainers, this is exactly what I was putting the leaves in here for. We got some worms. And onto bait box. Bait box is quite easy, actually. We already have 3 sticks from earlier. Now we just need some planks, which that should be fine. And check that out. We have a bait box now. And an aquatic torch. That's interesting. Glow ink sac. That's going to come from the bait box. It looks like we're going to want a few strainers. So I may end up just making a few strainers eventually. For now, I just want to complete the quest line as soon as possible. Alright, so fishing is also going to be bait box. So it looks like this is the basically the fishing rod from Stoneopolis. Alright, we got the fish. Check that out. And we get another duck. I'm going to get another Daffy Duck just because we already have one. Have him a friend. Check that out. Oh, he actually have a mallard duck egg. Huh. Interesting. Hopefully I didn't need to save that. But we can move on to this. I'm assuming that is with the cutting board, which I always like putting on top of the crafting table. Just kind of looks in place, I guess you could say. Putting this on top. You can also, I believe, put it in the offhand, or no? I believe you can put the fish in the offhand. Yeah, you can put you can put the fish in the offhand if you have a large stack, and it makes it a lot quicker. But we don't actually have a large stack on us. I'm not sure what we do with fish bones, but I know that we're going to eat this eventually. Right, and let's claim the B-Bucks and the fish bones. By making cutting board and a wooden knife, you can cut up fish to get food and fish bones. Okay, what do we use that for? Oh, I see. Okay, we get it just by crafting it. So this means that we don't need to worry about the mystical fertilizer as much now. We can probably just use this later for other items. We have 4 of them, so that's going to be nice. We are going to try to only use the fish for bone meal now. Alright, here's a glow ink sac, just like this said. So we just need 1 stick. And that's going to be... Oh, wow, check that out. That's cool. So we'll throw in the ink sac and aquatic torch. Check that out. We're just going to go ahead and toss it up here for now. We don't really need it right now. If we do end up needing it, we'll just pull it off the wall. But we mostly wanted the quest complete. Check that out. And we have bone meal. Looks like we need a bone block and a sapling grower. I am so grateful that he gave us this. This will actually help a lot. A composter. Not sure we exactly will need one. Let me read on this a little. So, I mean, we can use the composter. I don't know how much we're going to need, but we want to go 1 step at a time, which is making the bone block. I'm actually going to end up needing 2 bone blocks for recipes. There we go, bone blocks. And if I recall correctly, it's actually going to look a little like this. And then the last one should be, emphasis on should be, similar to that recipe. Like a regular composter, but with a bone block. Check that out. And just like that, we completed the cold ocean. That's amazing. What is next? Bone craft. Okay, check this out. Bone. Cutting up those bone blocks. Okay, that sounds simple enough. I just need more bones. So we have actually a lot of fish right now. Let's clear out our inventory a little bit. You know, we may want to... Actually, I'm not that worried about it. Alright, let's clear up our inventory quite a bit because this is just crazy. We don't need any of that. So we can go ahead and just start cutting up some fish. And again, to clear up this inventory. Alright. And I'll be back. Alright guys, we just got the last 2 fish out of the strainer after the item has been used up. Too much the bait box, I believe it was. And we have the rest of the fish bones. So that gave us a pretty hefty amount of bone meal. And we want to go ahead and create a bone block. And I believe we can cut it here for a bone. 3 bones actually. And that's pretty neat. That's about the exact conversion rate, which is actually interesting. Give us 2 extra bones. Sharp bones would be cutting up a bone. Got a sharp bone. Check that out. Right, and a remnant saber. That's gonna be 2 sharp bones and a stick. Stick here. Actually, we need another sharp bone for that. Right, 2 sharp bones and a remnant saber. Sea wolf weapon. Check this out. Abilities adaptation deals 100% more damage while in water. Well, luckily for me, we are underwater, so most of everything we're gonna fight is gonna be underwater. Bone mesh. Hell yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bones. We only have 3 at the moment, but it does look like we have more bone meal, so we're gonna go ahead and just make it all into bone blocks. Why not? Knowing that it's an exact conversion rate makes it a lot easier to just convert all these into bones. And I believe the recipe was 4 sticks on the outside and 5 bones on the inside. Bone mesh. Check that out. We were already running low on this wooden mesh anyways. So we have tier 2 mesh. That's cool. So stone pebbles are next. That's cool. Skeleton keys. What is this? The base of all keys. Expand your base. Ooh. So this is how you unlock different areas. Right now, we aren't too worried about this. Used to smash up keys. Interesting. I'm not too worried about this. I'd actually rather get into the stone pebbles now. So we are going to work on that. And that way we can at least get something going while we work on the keys. So we have the the bone mesh in here. So we need to go grab the leaves that we had and throw them in there. That should be creating us some stone pebbles. Hopefully. Yes, and I still get worms. That's quite interesting, actually. So I actually want to go ahead and create a few more strainers so that we can start farming other stuff so we don't run out of anything. Alright guys, we're back. I went ahead and made a little contraption over here. I just basically put 2 strainers in the corner and I had the water feeding between so that this way we have 2 strainers and we also have a nice little spot to get water if we may need it, which is pretty cool. In this right one, I have a bait box going to get us some more fish and sacks. And on the left side, I have a wooden catcher to go ahead and continue getting us driftwood. I see that in the future that we might need it for storage cores, which can be for storage or frame drawers at least, and upgrade templates and such. So I just decided to have this. I mean, there's multiple recipes that I've seen that already have that, or that still use that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get at least a little bit. This has been cooking up at the same time. I went ahead and got some more leaves to put in here. We have 60 stone pebbles in here. I'm assuming you put it in a square, and 15 cobblestone. Check that out. That is amazing. All right, go back to bone craft and 4 more pebbles, some cobblestone. All right, so we have drying table, which is exactly what we wanted those sheets for. A dispenser. I'm not sure why we need this. Can help automate the cutting board. The cutting board drops items to the opposite side of the hole. Okay, so they want you to automate that. I see how you could automate that in the future. That's interesting. Okay. How was I supposed to make that without a bow? Okay, you don't need a bow to make a dispenser. That's cool. And I'm just gonna go ahead and make both of these, even if I'm not gonna use this dispenser yet. But that does mean that I can probably... Oh, that is an amazing furnace interface. I love that one. It does mean we can take some of our wood, and I'm just going to use a plank to cook up a log to start with. And this this log will smelt into our first charcoal, and that'll go ahead and make us some charcoal. Hey, look at that, an egg. One of these days I'm going to get a third Daffy Duck, and that's going to be amazing. By the end of the series, I want this entire room to just be full of Daffy Ducks, and that's it. Alright, it appears that there's actually a way to use the keybind K on these items. I completely forget about that every time I play these packs. I'm not sure why. So, we have 20 cobblestone now. Let's see what we need to create. Stone, made in the furnace. That's kind of hard. I don't know. Can I do that? Let's see. We'll throw in one now. We'll see how many we... Alright, so we went ahead and checked out the quest book for the stone path, and it basically said that we are going to need about 13 stone, so I'm going to go ahead and cook that up while we are working on the rest of this. So we actually have the charcoal quest, which I knew was going to happen, so we'll go ahead and put that in there real quick and take it back out, because we are going to get them as a request, or as a reward, excuse me, and we will make mini charcoal, which I believe mini charcoal smelts one item at a time, which is a pretty sweet thing to have when you don't smelt that much. Charcoal filter, which is paper. We're going to go ahead and make the mini charcoal real quick. I'm actually going to craft it back because I'm not a big fan of mini charcoal. There's no particular reason, but I'm going to craft it back anyways. Drying table. Okay, we just need a leafy mesh, which is pretty simple to make, actually. But we're going to need some shears. So I'm going to go get some more leaves, and I'll be back. Alright guys, we're back. We went ahead and did about 3 shears worth of leaves, and we restocked this over here, this stone pebble strainer, and we restocked our fish farm as well. We have a decent bit of fish going on in there, and I went ahead and switched this out for bone mesh because it had broke, so we are going to get more driftwood that way. And also the stone is ready, so we are going to go ahead and continue with this, which I believe the recipe was like this for the redstone clock. This one I'm not 100% sure what it was. So let's see, catalog was exactly what I was doing, but with the B buck in the middle. I could have done this in the crafting demo. Alright, catalog, check that out. We now have a catalog and a redstone clock. Redstone clock we're going to throw back in there, but this, I do want to check it out a little bit, see if there's anything cool in here. Alright, so let's go ahead and complete the rest of these quests. And I see I need cooked fish fillets, so we're going to throw that back in there with the rest of the charcoal. We definitely need some more food. I keep having to eat these apples, and they are not very nutritious. And check this out. No! 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 Why would you spawn there? That's so sad. They had given me about 8-9 eggs. Okay, I see that water is toxic. Okay, that definitely did a lot of damage to me. Anyways, cooked fish fillet. Just gonna eat that out. That did pretty decent. More B-bucks, and now we need to go for the drying table. So remember we were making leaves, that feels like ages ago, in order to make the string mesh, or leafy mesh, my bad, which is 4 sticks and 5 string leafy mesh. Check that out. Easy peasy. Alright, so I believe so we need drying table. Drying table, what are we missing? We are missing some handy dandy sticks. Alright, there we go. And we have a drying table. Actually, you're gonna just throw it up here because, you know, why not? And that driftwood that we've been collecting for a minute now is actually going to play a part. I don't know the recipe, but I'm going to guess. And I guessed right. Check that out. All right, we're going to go ahead and make 4 pieces because I feel like it. We're going to throw it in there for now. You know what? You know what? You know what? I take this back. This actually needs to go somewhere else. This drying table, as ironic as it may seem, needs to be soaked underwater first. So this is going to go underwater with the log sheets. This is going to make the log sheets soaked, and then you're going to take the drying table back out, and then you're going to let them dry. So you need to wet them and then dry them. I know, it's great. So a log sheet, yes, soaked paper, and then you'll get paper afterwards. And then I believe we use the paper in a different recipe. Yes, this charcoal filter, which looks like we are going to get into something that I don't want to spoil yet. I already know what it is because I looked. But I want to go ahead and make some more bone meshes because it looks like we are starting to get low. I know this one is about to be broken. And actually, as I was thinking about that, this went ahead and got completed. So let's go ahead and place this down and put the soaked paper in there. That's going to dry up. And we need to grab all the fish out of here. And I'm going to set up that little redstone contraption that they want us to make. And alright guys, as you can see, we made some little basic setup. Basically, I put the knife inside the dispenser, faced it this direction, and put the clock on here. I know there's an input method, but we don't have that much fish right now, so we're just going to do it the quick way. Which, if you look at it, is actually pretty neat. Let's go ahead and do this like that. There we go. I'm not sure if this has settings or... No, it doesn't. It is kind of slow, but I'm sure there's ways of increasing that speed. But for now, I kind of want to break this because I don't want to listen to a dispenser sound forever. So we're going to place that over there, and we have 14 fish bones, which is quite a bit of bone meal. And for that, we can make 4 bone blocks. The 4 bone blocks, if we take the wooden knife, we can actually, and we're going to do it this way, you can just spam right click. That's why I'm not really wanting to make an entire setup for this now, because it's actually very simple. So I'm not that worried about that. So if we make, I believe I have sticks already I should use. I believe we can make the 2 bone meshes that we wanted. And we can throw them in right here. Check this out. That is great. So this is wooden catcher getting driftwood. This is bone mesh with black colored leaves getting stone and worms. And this is supposed to have a bait box. Let's go ahead and see if we can craft one. We need more sticks, which is very simple to make. Bait box, all right. So we are actually going to throw this in the middle one. And now we have one of each, all in 3 areas. And we went ahead and threw this one in here just to make some space over there. And I don't know why, but the ducks love this little straighter setup. So at least I'm doing something right. All right, paper. So paper, let's go ahead and grab some charcoal. As you can see, I actually went ahead and made some more charcoal, which is always dandy. You never know when you'll need charcoal. I think we need mini charcoal for this. Yeah, there we go. Charcoal filters. I'm actually going to throw this in there because why not? All right. So we have charcoal filters. Let's go ahead and finish all those. And just like that, we have completed the entire cobblestone section of this. Now it is on to skeleton. Alright, and with the skeleton key, it looks pretty simple to craft. I'm not sure. I do want to check out. Okay, so it looks like you get 5 key fragments, Okay. Okay. Alright guys, we are back, and I went ahead and made this little system because I figured out that we are going to need more bones than I thought. I made this little system. It really just consists of a redstone clock here. Actually, the wooden hopper probably shouldn't be next to the redstone clock, but honestly, it doesn't matter that much. I do want to change that, and all I need to do now is put the knives in here. I believe there was another knife. There it is. Threw it in here, and I went ahead and added a few more just so that it's not really that bad. And now all we have to do is throw these in. I don't think tentacles actually work, but it should work just fine. Now, yeah, check that out. Now it is inputting fish bones and fish fillets. Check that out. We are going to get to work on the keys. The keys are crazy, and they require a lot of just tedious crafting, honestly. Okay, so go here. Need that, the bone in the middle, and then the 2 bone blocks. That gives us a bone hammer. Check that out. And quest complete. That'll give us a B-buck. We need a skeleton key, which is also pretty easy to craft. I think I had some extra. Yes, I did. Some extra bone meal, which should be like this. There we go. Skeleton key. This should give us 2 skeleton keys. Then what we're going to want to do is take out all these wooden knives and throw in the bone hammer. Throw 3 skeleton keys in here, and we are going to get these key fragments, which is a pretty big part in the next step of our journey. With this, we can actually get into the corridor keys, which we're going to go ahead and just finish the entire key quest line here before we actually use any of the keys. But the corridor keys are pretty simple to craft. This one just requires 3 here. The one on the bottom requires 1 on each side. I'm going to go ahead and do them at the same time. I do remember this middle one. If you craft it, you actually get your key fragment back. So we're going to go ahead and craft it anyways, just to get it out of the way. I'm not necessarily sure how that was. Okay, so these are actually optional, but you know, we're not going to just quit there. We're just going to go ahead and finish this. I believe it's quarter key 2 and then quarter key 3. And then we do the same here. No, okay, it is. Is it similar to the first one? It is similar to the first one. Except we need to make another one. So again, 1 skeleton key. We're gonna throw that in there. It's gonna give us some more pieces, and we should have enough now to finish with a normal key room. And that is it. We might have been able to complete that with 3 skeleton keys, actually. So now that we have these 2 rooms, we're just going to go ahead and open them. Boom. Check that out. All right. Placing corridor and clearing wall. Check that out. All right. And we are going to do tall room key right there. All right. Oh, and we have 3 stories on this one. This one's going to be great for more space. And it does look like we have some more in the hallways. So it is cool seeing that we can actually customize the way that these work. And I believe this is to... Ooh, that is to remove this. I do want to remove this because I believe I want this walkway. I like being able to see. It does look like we can see down here with our zoom. There's some sort of temple down there. I would love to get to see that in the future. Alright, to continue with our storyline, it looks like we're actually going to be getting into diving next. Check this out. Marine fabric, and then the next quest says diving gear. I know we have been waiting for diving gear. We want to go out of this little cage. We want to get out and see what's in the ocean, see what's in this big monument right here, explore it, see what we can get into. And we could finally stop taking damage from standing in our wooden strainer just because we wanted eggs. Now, unfortunately, that's going to be the end of the episode for today, but if you like what you watched, make sure to stay tuned because every week we come out with a new video, at least one for either Stoneopolis or Seopolis, which are the 2 packs that I am currently recording. And look at that, another egg. Oh, and look at that, to end off the episode, we actually got another duck, which also for some reason ran right into the strainer. I guess that's kind of because he's a duck. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you liked about it and what I might be able to improve on. This is a new channel, so I would love your feedback, and I will definitely make sure to like and read all of your feedback, and I will catch you guys on the next episode.